And so you gotta get that shit hard, man, you know?
Yeah, that's different.
This is gonna be your first bare knuckle fight?
It'll be, yeah.
I mean, like professional shit.
Yeah,
I know you're
debut.
I know you're fucking niggas like y'all knocked a couple niggas out, right?
It's just like that. I
Good
mean,
shit.
don't nothing different from fighting in the streets into bare knuckles.
So, but as far as the training, how's the training process?
I mean, it's
Is it all
a little
calisthenics
different.
or?
You need your conditioning up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you in there slugging for 5 rounds, 2 minutes a piece around, you know, and these dudes really ain't got technique like that.
Right.
They, as soon as that bell ring, they trying to knock each other the fuck out.
Right.
Brawlers.
Hey, that's it, brawlers.
Now let me ask you, like, an aspect of you, I see how you fight. You a body shot type dude. Like you be rocking niggas' ribs and shit. Like listen, I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning watching your fights last night. You feel me? So like, an aspect of that, like, as far as that type of bare knuckle technique, like, how would you do? You go for a headshot or you go for a body shot?
No, I go straight for headshots.
Headshots?
Yeah, because, you know, you can get cracked in a boxing ring with a glove.
True.
And they can last. You know, you got to break them down.
True.
But if you crack somebody in bare knuckle with a, you know, flushly with a hit, they're going to feel that shit.
True.
Shit, you might knock them out that first hit.
You put somebody in the living, a bare knuckle fight, they liable to shit themselves.
True indeed.
You know,
The right liver shot will make a nigga shit himself. You
Right
know?
there.
I'm telling you, man, you might knock a motherfucker out real fast.
So what's your weight class right now? You still welterweight or?
Yeah, 147.
140. I'm 142.
Okay.
You feel me? I just gotta get my hands up like you know. I got like 6-7 years worth of training, nigga. I can't. I'm watching this dude go through this shit on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, this nigga beat the shit out of me.
I was this morning too, man. We was getting it in this
Real
morning.
shit?
Yeah.
What do you train at? Like,
I was training in Miami.
okay.
Yeah, I'm actually back with one of my Hall of Fame trainers, George Rubio.
Okay.
I started off with him in 2015.
Word.
But I didn't have a whip at the time. But I got it now, so I'm right back
just
with him.
running around.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So as far as the training process, you got like a whole training management team, or how does that work as far as?
Oh shit, I mean, me and my coach, we got a whole training schedule, you know what I'm saying? I show up in the afternoons because I do my running and road work in the morning. So once I get there in the afternoon, it's all boxing.
What time you wake up in the mornings?
It could be from 6 to 8, 9, depending on if I'm tired or not sore, you know, take my ass on that run, man.
And just be running.
That's it.
How often you spar on a weekly basis?
About twice a week.
Good shit.
I'm about to get it in 3 times this week, man.
Yeah, you have to, man. I want that fight. I'm ready for it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was waiting for these niggas. I'm like, yo, he got a fight coming up, nigga. I'm ready to go. Like, I don't care where it's at. We gonna go. You feel me?
Already know.
Nah, for real. But like a couple months back, I had you know, Benzino had fought out here.
Oh, the celebrity boxing.
Yeah, I was at the celebrity boxing. My artist, he actually had he was doing one of the intros for one of the boxers out there. You feel me? So he walked out with one of the boxers. They played his song. We walked in the ring together and shit. Like,
oh, that's fine.
Like, would you ever put yourself in the realm of being a celebrity boxer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cause I seen some shit.
I actually want to know, how do you feel about that? Like the Jake Paul people doing the celebrity boxing, like, do you feel that draws more attention to the sport, or is it take away from the actual, like, prestige of, like, the technique?
Damn, man. To be honest, be real with you, man. Before I was against it. I'm like, you got these YouTube motherfuckers in here, they don't even fight.
Right.
You know, they just make videos.
Right.
But then Jake Paul started bringing, like, life back into boxing. Like,
True
everybody
indeed.
started watching this shit again.
True indeed.
You know, so I'm like, I see he's doing something with it, so okay. But if you go and box and make this shit a career for yourself, fight niggas in your weight class.
Yeah, facts.
You know, your weight, your height. Come on, you fought Nate Robinson. My man is like 5'4".
Even to feel good about fighting Anderson Silva when he's past his prime is like, it's like you don't get no bragging points for that.
Well, honestly, in the aspect of that fight, I think Anderson got cashed out. I think that was just like a payday for him.
I feel like if you're gonna fight somebody like a legend to that he should have fought him in the cage.
Yeah,
it should have been an MMA fight.
It should have definitely been an
because
MMA
that way
fight. That's his expertise.
It's more level. You know what I'm saying?
True indeed. That's like somebody trying to challenge you to an MMA fight, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you, man. I don't kick an elbow, nigga. You ain't gonna slap me on my neck.
Real shit, nigga. I can't do that submission shit, nigga. Be fucking tapping out and shit. Like, I can't do that.
Fuck around and got my ankle twisted up. Nah, that's over, man.
Nah, real shit. Now, yo, you see what's going on with the Ryan and the Garcia and the
Tank.
Who you got on that?
I'm with Tank all the way, man. I'm with Tank all the way. I'm with Tank.
You know, everybody's opposing me right now, yo. You don't. I was expecting you to say Garcia.
I don't think Ryan is
he ain't got the chin for it.
He don't.
Nah. He ain't got the chin for it. He get cracked with one of them overhand lefts.
Yeah.
Like
left hooks that he be doing.
Like he did Romero.
You're right.
It's over.
It's over.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Ryan's quick and his hands is there. Don't
but that's the thing. I never
said
said this. See, that's the thing. I'm not sleeping on either one of them. But I know in the aspect of Tank, like within his past couple fights, he go all around, all the whole 10, 12 rounds, whatever it be with niggas. I've never seen Ryan go whole 10, 12 rounds with niggas. Ryan be not knocking shit out, but niggas be tired out within the 4th, 5th round fucking with Ryan, you feel me?
Because he be exhausting them out.
Exactly, because he's young and he got that energy. Like, these niggas ain't got the energy. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not saying that Tank is a better fighter, or I'm saying Ryan is a better fighter, but I feel like as far as, like,
who's got the better
time-wise,
counter?
I think Ryan does.
Counter.
Yeah, he's a,
Yeah.
I give him that. He's
Ryan
a little
got
quicker.
the best counter, fam. Like, son is nice with that shit.
That left hook is fast
Like
as shit.
that's what I'm saying. Those rib and liver shots be killing niggas, son. Like I seen his last fight. He put a nigga through the ring like this.
Did you see the Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell fight?
I saw highlights of it.
With the
see whole
Southpaw
fight.
kid.
Yeah, I didn't see
Yo,
the whole
just
fight
pass
yet.
me that.
He dropped him with an overhand left.
You ready?
You know what I'm saying? But he got up and still won the fight though.
So as far as like when you started boxing, who did you want to emulate other than your pops? Like who was like who inspired you to be a boxer?
Man, I got so many. James Toney is one of them.
James Toney is one.
James is one of them. Cause it's just his defense, his aggression, and just his counter ability is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's more counterattack than offense with it.
He just be shoulder rolling everything, and it's so crispy because,
right.
you know what I'm saying? He doesn't frustrate or force any punches. It's like it's there. For
It's just
him.
coming.
It's
Like,
just there.
when it's there, when it's time, it's like a perfect timing with James Toney.
Like what he did, Iran Barkley. Massacre. If you go back and watch the highlights to that, James Toney versus Iran Barkley massacred him. And Iran Barkley was top dog at middleweight at that time.
Yeah.
Just ran him over.
I ain't gonna lie. You know who got massacred too?
Who's that?
That nigga Tommy Hearns with your pops.
With my pops?
Your pops was crazy.
Nah, he lost that fight.
It don't matter. I don't think he lost that fight.
Nah, he lost that
I
fight.
don't think he lost that
He
fight.
went in there,
Yo,
no
son.
training, no
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, but still though, son, your pops went in crazy. Like, I don't know what he was on within the first 3 rounds of that fight, son.
Nah, he went in there on some dumb shit.
You think so?
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, if you're not training.
See, like, this is me looking from outside looking in. This is your perspective as a boxer. You know what I'm saying? But, like, in the aspect of that, I don't think he lost that fight. I thought the refs cheated him within a couple of punches and shit. Like,
What you think, they stopped it too early?
Yeah.
Nah, he had to stop it.
I don't think
It
so.
was over.
It was over.
Because the thing is, with my pops is after fights, he like to party and drink and shit.
That's every boxer though.
No,
Besides you.
but mainly him though. Like he'll blow up in weight. Fucking, he fight at 147, and then he'll hit up to like 190, 195.
Yeah.
And then cutting all that weight, 2 months.
Yeah.
That shit draining him the fuck out.
Yeah, that shit's draining.
So when he went in there with Tommy Hearns like, I don't give a fuck if you drained or not. I'm gonna knock you out, and that's what happened.
Whose phone is that? That shit.
No,
Now
that
you
ain't me.
good. Now you good. I just want to make sure you know whose phone that was. But nah, like that fight was crazy to me, son. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
It's the same thing with the second Sugar Ray fight. He was partying, drinking. He blew up in weight, almost damn near 200 pounds.
But Sugar Ray was he's never was into that though. Sugar Ray was never the partying type of
No.
boxer.
He was disciplined.
Like he was disciplined. Like I was watching the Dream Team. Y'all seen that Dream Team shit on Netflix about the Redeem Team? When they put Kobe in the mix, it was LeBron, Chris Paul. Who else was on there? Melo. There was a few of them. Wade. Yeah.
Was Bosch on that team?
Carlos Boozer was on the team. So, anyways, long story short, you remember how the U.S. team lost the past Olympic Games and shit? They kept losing. So they got the Redeem Team, and they built a strong squad, but they just didn't have that oomph in the game. You feel me? So
the ambition or something like that.
The leader, they didn't have a leader. Like granted, LeBron was still up and coming. You know what I'm saying? LeBron came from that loss from them boys before the year before that. You feel what I'm saying? So they went and got Kobe. Niggas' mindset was so different. Like Kobe's mindset was so different.
Yeah,
Rob.
it definitely was.
Yo, my nigga, these niggas was talking about how they was they was doing the training at the UNLV stadium out there in Vegas and shit. So they was staying in Vegas or whatnot, and they'll do their training thing, whatever, and then as tourists, they go out and see what Vegas got going on.
Yeah, not Kobe though.
Yo, my nigga, these niggas say about the second night that was out there, the niggas went out to one of the clubs out there, got pissy drunk till about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Kobe was still working.
Yo, my nigga, these niggas walking into the hotel room, going into the elevator to go up. They see Kobe coming out with his bags and everything, with his shoes wrapped around his fucking shoulders. They're like, yo, where you going? He's like, I'm on the train. There's like 20 of them niggas. They're like, yo, what do you mean you going on the train? Like, yo, we just came from partying. Like, he's like, yeah, I know.
So like, image like for
that was his mentality.
Does your
That
focus?
was his mentality.
Does your focus change in between fighters? Like who you fighting? Like if you fighting somebody like who's got a like for instance, does the level of focus and I guess you could say strategy change depending on opponents that you face, or is it just you're always locked in consistently?
It can change sometimes, but I'm just always locked in though. You know, cause I train to fight.
Right.
6, 8, 10, 12 rounds. I train for those rounds. You know, aggressor, a boxer, whatever. Tall, skinny, short, whatever.
Right.
So my mentality, let's say, right, my mentality is to fight and win. So if I don't see no footage on you, I really don't know what you bringing to the table. All I know is that what I'm bringing, you know, my training. You know, for those 2 months that I've been training, sparring, that's what I'm bringing in there.
True indeed.
You
Now,
know?
even in the aspect of training, like, how often do you train in a day process? Like, you take like a 3-4 hour time pace, or you take like 6 hours, you take 8 hours to process. Like, how does that work for you on a daily basis? Like, as far as right now, say if they called you right now, say, look, December 15th, we locked in. Like, what's your training process from there?
Oh, right back in the camp, like we are right now.
Yeah.
A lot of sparring, mainly, that's the main thing. A lot of sparring, a lot of bad work, and a lot of conditioning. I got my strength conditioning where I do my weights and all that shit, and then I got my sprints, my road work, uphill sprints, running up and down hills.
You do stadium runs and all that?
Stay like up and down bleachers.
Yeah.
I did that one time.
That shit crazy.
That shit is killer.
Yo, Rob,
Doing that shit under the sun is
for
nutty.
4 years, my nigga, playing ball. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
I went to Coconut Creek High School. And then even when I left Coconut Creek High School, I went to Middleton High School in Tampa. And every time during like the first 4 or 5 weeks of training before the season, we would do stadium runs.
Hell yeah, so you know what it's like.
That shit is torture, big.
What?
Man, I wrestled in high school. I tried out for football. Boxing training beat my ass.
Yeah,
I tried that in
I
middle
hear that
school.
from everybody, man. I
Like
really do.
that it's an eye opener, cause it's like to some degree you get beat up. You don't walk around feeling like you could just beat everybody up because you're like, bro, I got my ass whipped, and they tell you like not to do that.
Right.
So it really does discipline you to a certain extent, depending on where you at. But that level of training between the running the laps, the sprints, and then being told to jump rope, then you gotta hit the ring and do your circle, and this is all within warm up. So when you start this, you like, all right, bet this. All right, later. No,
Right. No,
you're not done.
We got
Come
4
here,
more
yeah,
hours.
like
we here for 4 more
like, yo,
hours.
I ain't even paying for this. Like, can I go? Nah, come on.
Listen, I've been a witness to that. I've seen dudes come into the gym. Oh, I want to test it out. See if this is for me. Just do one boxing workout and just quit, never come back.
Never.
I'm like, my mans, you only did 2-3 rounds on a bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, this shit ain't for me.
Yo, where you from? You sound like you from New York.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. I mean, I was raised here in Miami.
Okay.
I did half my time and then I moved up. That's like my second home.
I say less
Shit,
about
I
it,
claim
yeah.
up upstate.
Upstate.
Schenectady,
Okay.
right next to Albany.
Schenectady. I know about Schenectady.
Yeah,
I'm from
yeah. Oh, so you know
Schenectady.
what time it is,
Yeah,
man.
I know what it is, man. Yeah, I
It's the
know.
trenches.
Listen, hold up. Before y'all say anything, the champ pulled up in the Benny the Butcher, okay? Hold up. Before y'all niggas say anything. My man pulled up in Benny the Butcher.
You already know.
So, like I was like, all right, so champ really on that bullshit, like, for real.
I used to be, man.
So, like, other than Benny, like, who's the hottest new rappers that you fuck with as far as music?
Damn, you got me on that one because there's only a handful I listen to.
Yeah, I mean, put them out there. I mean, I think
You
that
know,
they might.
Benny's one of them. Conway, the whole Griselda team.
Of course, Griselda.
Kendrick
Griselda.
Lamar, you know, I still fuck with them. I still fuck with them.
Yo, we just had this
I still
conversation.
fuck with them.
We were just talking about who had the hardest verse on Renegade.
Yo,
Jay-Z
who had
and
the
him.
hardest verse on Renegade?
I didn't
champ?
hear Renegade, but I speak from his old shit. I've been a fan from his rare underground shit
Okay.
when he was Slim Shady.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, when he was still on drugs and he didn't give a fuck about nothing to nobody.
He used to talk shit about Britney Spears and sing that shit.
Christina Aguilera and all that.
Them bars were still hitting.
You know,
bars were still hitting.
It's crazy.
That shit different. Why everybody talking? Yo,
just wanted to hit
can I smoke some weed with y'all? There's so much weed being around, and I ain't got none of that shit in my system. Nah, but we was just talking about Eminem and Jay-Z Renegade on the Blueprint. But I was just saying, like, that shit came out 21 years ago, and they all saying Eminem had a harder verse. But I was saying in the aspect of Jay-Z's situation, like, I felt like, you know how, like, back in the days, you would write a song and shit, and then you pass it on to somebody, and, like, and you give them a deadline.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, nigga, I need this done within the next 2-3 weeks.
Mm.
And then the nigga could either wake up every day, write a verse on that song, and be like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, it gave them time to prepare for that song to be on the album. You know what I'm saying? And that's my aspect. Cause listen, I'm a Brooklyn nigga. I'm a Jay-Z fan. So at the end of the day, I try to put everything in perspective. Cause I know at the end of the day, if they was in the studio together,
then he got bodied on that.
I don't think it would have happened like that. I honestly don't think so.
No,
But we don't know that he wasn't in the studio with him. This is assumptions.
I feel like they weren't in the studio together.
So, who do you have in the rotation on the way to the gym, and then while you're in the gym?
I got a whole bunch of 90s. Big L, Big Pun.
Let's talk
you
that
know,
shit.
Lord Finesse.
Let's talk that shit.
You know, Wu-Tang,
Talk
50,
that
old
shit.
school, you know what I mean? For everybody.
50 in the
Helter,
gym.
remember Helter Skelter?
Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got all that in there, man.
Yo, you listen to Old Fat Joe?
Old Fat Joe, yeah.
So he be going to the gym like,
Nah,
write me
nah,
some with the
I
old
be ant, man. 'Cause that's
So-
the shit that be fume. That's
So,
the
what
fire.
part of Miami you was born?
Shit, Alapata.
Alabama. Oh, you from
Oh
the
yeah,
hood,
that's
hood.
yeah.
I went to both
He
middle
said
schools
it.
there, man.
Yeah, you
I
from
knuckled
the
up with a
hood.
lot of fucking people
Yeah,
over there.
Straight up. How was it like growing up out there, man?
My
Like,
uncle lives in Alabama.
Like the new people don't even know about it to be Alabama. They're like, oh, that's the Wynwood, the design district.
where
Nah,
exactly
that's
is
Alabama.
hold
you
up,
know?
talk to them. Where exactly is Alapata?
Well, where I lived in Alapata, that's right next to Santa Clara. It's like on 36.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I lived on 1277 and 36th Street. So I was like right damn near next to the train tracks. Alapata train
I
tracks,
remember.
train
I
station.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Right there off of, that should start with a B. What's the word of that? What's that street?
Brownsville.
Brownsville. Right by Brownsville.
That's
How
what
far from
I'm-
Brownsville?
Shit,
It's like
Brownsville
7,
Station.
10 minutes, right?
Like 10, 15
Yeah,
minutes?
word
Yeah,
of mama.
yeah.
Yeah, Brownsville was my shit. I ain't gonna lie. I used to have a little hood rat.
Shit, I used to
put
live in
out there.
Opelika too,
Yeah.
right before I bounced.
Yeah, I mean, when I first moved down here, I used to live right on Shallow Side and on Deep Side. Right there in Brampton Court.
Nah, well, yeah, that's like when I first moved to Florida. We was in Lauderdale. Then we moved to Dade. So I done been all over Dade, like Carroll City, Homestead, Florida City.
I was never a Homestead fucking type of dude, man. Homestead wasn't my shit.
So growing up, like, what made you want to go? Like, did you knock somebody out in high school, or you knock somebody out in middle school? You're like, yeah, I'm about to start boxing. Like, fuck that
I
shit.
mean,
Or did your dad train you as far as boxing growing up? How did that go as far as like you becoming a boxer? Like, how did
shit,
that
to
work?
be real with you, man, growing up boxing at the beginning wasn't in my.
Cause I could tell by your energy before you say that. I could tell by your energy you don't give a fuck about your dad's clout. You're like,
Nah, not
nigga,
at all.
yeah, I can tell. Like,
I
you're
was
like,
just about
nigga,
to
you
get
on
there.
your own.
I was just gonna say
Now,
that.
I
I
respect
feel
that.
like-
Yo, my nigga, like the way you move, son. Like it's like, yeah, yo, that's who my dad is. But
Yeah,
nigga,
for real.
me, like this is who I am. You feel me? And I respect that shit about you.
See,
fam.
there's a
Like,
lot
what's
of
up?
people that are looking in that don't know, right? I grew up with my mom's side of the family.
Okay,
I didn't grow up with my pops.
okay.
So growing up, my grandfather and my mom's wanted me to box and all that shit, but I didn't have time for that, bro.
Yeah.
I was running the streets, man. But from here, fucking fighting everybody. I moved up to New York, brought all that shit up there. Shit went down here. I even did time. You know
You
what I'm
was
saying?
in Rikers or what was
Nah,
you?
I
at?
was up north,
you was in
downstate, and
Green.
then I went to
was
Bear
in-
Hill,
Oh my God.
and then Olston, and came
You-
home.
Yo, my nigga, you was a wild boy.
I'm telling you,
Listen,
man.
don't tell him everything right now. Yo, Unc, listen,
That's what
man.
I'm saying.
We got another portion of this.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna give him
I was
three
gonna
parts.
say,
We're
I
gonna
feel
give him
like
3 parts.
just from hearing him talk, I
Yeah,
feel
we're
like
gonna
he
give him
was-
3 parts. We ain't gonna give him everything right now. Listen, yo,
All
BeClearThePodcast.
right, we can do
We got Robert Dan in the building. We got my man
yeah.
EST86 in the building. DJ Cool J in the building. You already know what it is. MaineDollaz. Yo, we be right back. Commercial breaks. Shout out to the Medi Club, Medi Den. We got TZ1MGS promotion and supervisors and sponsors for this motherfucking situation. Let's go. Yeah, real shit. Nah, Rob, I fuck with you, son. Yo, for me to meet him was like so random, son. Nigga, I was playing 2K at the crib, right? I'm playing 2K at the crib, and my girl goes, "We gotta go to Akiba's baby shower." I'm like, I don't probably not going no goddamn baby shower. It's last minute and shit, right? So she's like, no. She's like, Dan's going. Oh, Dane been asking for you. Dane want to see you. I'm like, all right, fuck. Dane want to see me. All right, bet. So I'm gonna go there. So now I go there and I'm vibing with Dane. And he's just standing around. Like, this nigga's humble as shit. He's just standing around, just chilling.
No, because my man was talking to him, so
He's like, nigga,
people talk.
and then Dane is like, yo, nigga, you know who Roberto Duran is, nigga? I said, of course I know who the fuck, bro. You know who Roberto Duran is? He's like, well, that's his son. I was like, what? They stop playing, nigga.
And then from there, we like, yo,
I was like, yo, stop playing. I was like, yo, no, yo, then I look at you. You look like that nigga, yo. Like, for real, yo. You look just like that nigga, yo. Like, yo, that shit was just love. Like, the energy was there, and I was like, yo, honestly speaking, like, I'm gonna be honest, this is probably my most humble
this one
moment. Like, I fuck with y'all. Like, this is the thing. I watch boxing, you feel what I'm saying? Like, even in the sense of just, even your perspective of what I've seen and what you've seen. Like, you're a boxer, so you seen different.
Right.
Like, in my box, I seen that your dad knew he had to get that shit over with quick. Because if he didn't get that shit over with quick, he's gonna have a hard time with this nigga. You get what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened. Now that you said what you said, I had to analyze it. Like, damn, he knew what it was.
He's our first star that's been interviewed here.
Like real shit.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't a
So
star
we do
yet.
it.
Nah, you're a star, bro.
Nah, you, like,
I'm trying to get there.
really?
No, bro.
Dad is
Like, we look at, like, you gotta
boxer,
understand,
so you like his
outside of
son.
your realm of people, like, nigga, you're one of them. You're a golden child, bro.
Shit, well, I appreciate that.
Like, not even on the aspect of you being who your dad is, like, nigga, overall, like, you're a golden child, bro. You're 9-3, nigga. You got hands.
I would have been 9-0, but
It's my artist right here. It's my artist, J Boy the Great. J Boy is Robert Duran Jr.
how's it going, man?
What's going on? J Boy, nice to meet you, fam.
But I'll say that to me it sounds like he's seen where it started fucked up, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna curve that. I'm gonna curve all that. I can actually go in the gym. He's like, nah, he fucked up fighting Tommy Hearns. I know exactly what he said. He was fighting him, and he went out the party, fighting Sugar Ray. That's when they had the No Mas shit, right?
Right, exactly.
That was the whole famous shit, the No Mas.
It's like getting into some shit out on the block. You ain't gonna fight nobody. You drunk and high. You know, you ain't gonna perform.
Right.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true. You ain't gonna be
Why
who you
you
wanna
gonna
be.
take a fight with Sugar Ray? No, he want revenge. But then you gonna show up all fucked up. You gonna lose. That's just how
He had
it
it.
is.
But before that, he was on a tear. You can't take that. He got his name by.
Well, your dad was a
by
fucking
tearing,
animal.
by
That's
tearing
what I
through
tell
some
people,
shit.
man.
Take my email
If he
down
would've
so I
stayed
can have
like
your
this
music.
entire
Music and
discipline,
videos.
Yeah.
nobody stops.
That's my
Nobody
uncle.
stops
That's not
Nobody
fucking
stops.
crazy.
Nobody stops him.
Put the email in for
That's
Because
fucking
he did
uncle.
that shit. Look, the man is like 5'7".
What's your email?
And he
DJ
knocked
Cool
out.
J.
Well, he knocked him. He dropped him. But Iran Barkley. That's the king of the middleweight. You talking about a dude like this dropping somebody like this.
Yo, hold on. What you mean somebody like that, bro? I ain't that skinny now. I got hands, champ. I'm gonna need you to get me out of this. I'm gonna be real with you. We gonna talk some real life shit. Like as soon as I get back.
You got videos?
Videos, yeah. He got plenty of videos. I'll send them to you. I got you. Roll this for me.
Send me all your
That
YouTube
training,
links.
that
I do a weekly video rundown.
Okay.
I can still get a good.
You do engineering too, right?
That's why
I'll show you the studios in a minute.
But
I got you.
jump rope is just more. It's more fun than running sometimes.
Let's walk around real quick.
Yeah, yo, like I can sit there and jump rope for a good 30 minutes straight and not think about it. But when it comes to running,
I'd rather run than jump rope.
Real shit. You do the pull You do the pull
Oh,
exercises
hell,
too.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's like mad resistance.
That's like
to the
all.
body.
That's like a full body workout.
Shit, I'd rather run than jump rope.
See, Unc don't want to play your music. I'm
Just walk around. Because I don't have the music. He ain't send me nothing. That's why I say,
Now we finna lace you up, man.
competition, like maybe 2
Oh,
years
what
ago,
am I
see
doing
you
with
could lose
this?
way faster. So
Oh,
he was
yeah.
in the gym. I was jump rope and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna jump rope and just do calisthenics. I dropped 60 in like 3 months, and he dropped like 40.
That's not bad.
So it was like,
Yo,
yo,
Rob, give me 2 minutes.
literally like, you ate Nah, I ain't eat either. So I'm talking about we was literally in competition. Like, we had money on the line, but after a while it was like, fuck the money. Let's really see how far we can go. And like, life happens, bro. Chicks come in to take me here to eat. Before long, you like,
lose all that focus real quick.
That'll fuck you up. But 60 pounds still, 3 months.
Yeah, that's good.
Nah, bro, I'm talking about, I was like, I started doing the keto diet. I switched up. I drank lime
I
water.
was just gonna say, that was my next question too.
I didn't do that.
Diet.
I didn't. I did something similar to it where I stopped eating after 7, so I would only eat after like 11.
Fasting.
Yeah, so like I just started back doing that. So after 7 o'clock I won't eat, and I don't eat nothing until after 11. So it's like this way, like the first couple of hours is just straight water, fluids. After that, but then I'll have like either small meals or a big meal, and then after that I won't eat no more.
That shit gets hard for me, man. Cause I'll get home from like training and my body is like, yo, feed me. You know, so I got to.
Yeah,
fucking
again, you burn it all that off. You done burn 10,000 calories, so you can go ahead and get that intake. So it's like keto probably works for boxers and niggas who go hard like that.
The only reason I didn't want to do keto is because it raises your cholesterol.
That's the one
thing they don't say about that is the cholesterol intake.
Yeah, that's what all just the fat shit comes from. That's just slowing you down.
Bro, I haven't eaten. I probably ate rice 2 times in the last 3 months.
That's crazy.
Like I'm big right now. Like I ain't gonna lie, I probably eat a lot of bread, but I don't eat rice for shit. Like I substitute rice for vegetables everywhere I go. I don't eat beef or pork
my
no more.
rice with cauliflower rice.
So I'm saying the different shit, like instead of like you got like linguine noodles and shit.
Yeah, like if I order out, I just get vegetables at the Jamaican spot. But like I haven't had beef since like 2019.
How you feel about the Impossible beef and all like that?
I don't eat none of that shit. I don't trust it.
Yeah, I'm not a meat eater neither.
I don't trust it. It's like steak. I'm gonna be honest. Since I stopped eating steak, I don't get sick as much as I used to. I was asthmatic
I always
growing
eat a
up.
lot of chicken and burgers. I love burgers.
That's
I
what I
love
do. A
fish.
lot of chicken and fish. I like turkey, but beef, pork, I don't eat that shit
That
at all.
Impossible burger though, I was in Miami, Wynwood somewhere. They had like Impossible like taco. That shit was amazing. Maybe because they dressed it up and all that other shit, but that Impossible burger.
That shit had everything on it.
Mom's be like, you don't want to eat? He's like, you don't want? I'm like, nah, man, like, fuck that.
I'm saying it'd be vegan. Like I was vegan hardcore for like.
Yeah, I tried to go vegan, man. That shit is hard.
It's
It's
hard.
boring.
It's
Boring after a while, yo.
Like I walked into a Five Guys, not even realizing, and just ate a burger, and everybody looking at me like, oh fuck. I literally had no idea. I said, fuck it. Something just told me to go eat this fucking burger.
My wife bought tofu one time. She's like, try, substituting the chicken and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like no matter how much you season it,
it don't work,
it's
man.
it's not real food. You know that too. Like, nah, bro, this shit like flavored Jello.
When I popped the fucking package open, right? It's all watery and shit. I'm like, how the fuck do I cook this shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Fry it, air fry it. What the fuck?
I'm good on tofu. That I had the Beyond. It's not Beyond. It's called Garden fake chicken nugget type shit. When it's like the same plant-based meat type shit. And it was good for like the first 2 or 3, but after like that, you just realize this ain't.
It's not real food.
Nah, it's not it.
So what do you do? You vegan? No.
I had a watermelon burger at the spot. Like grilled the water, like a thick ass cut of watermelon. They grilled that shit up. It was good though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was fire, yo.
I seen that.
It was fire. Like the watermelon was cooked. It was fire, yo. Don't not get too dry.
This recorded?
Yes.
This recorded?
It was watermelon cut in the shape of a burger. Cooked it up. It was nice. Shit was fire, yo.
No shit like that.
Y'all can chop it up and everything.
I seen it
and all that.
But
Yeah, I do editing too.
That's crazy. What was the service? Not like regular butter though. Like
You can get it like that. I got it on lettuce bun.
watermelon on lettuce. That's wild. I'm gonna try it.
Yo, who's instrumentals to these, huh?
These are from Tidal. I just put an instrumental. It just gives me a whole bunch of them.
Makes sense. So we gotta start playing J-Boy shit. I got my main man, my artist in the building. He just pulled up on us. J-Boy the Great. J-Boy, say what up to him real quick. You know what I'm saying? I know you a shy motherfucker.
Yes, man.
Speaking to the mic.
Yeah, just say
Yo,
what's
yo,
up.
yo, what it is, man. J-Boy the Great in the building.
Yes,
What's going
sir.
on?
Hey, show 'em, let them know about your social media handles and all that, how they can reach you and all that.
Alright. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, J-Boy the Great. Shit. Twitter, official J-Boy the Great. You know, I'm on Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, Tidal, all that good shit.
Yeah, what you got working on right now?
I can curse on that.
You good, my
Oh,
nigga?
okay, I gotta make
we
sure
can
I
smoke
don't-
weed and drink. We
Gotta make sure, you know?
We got strippers in here.
Okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Okay, yeah. So what you say now, bro?
Yeah, I say what you got going on. Let these people know what you got coming up for them.
Shit, I got a tape coming out called Overlook the Overbook. That shit should be dropping sometime next month.
Part 2 or part 1? Because you already
Oh,
dropped
yeah.
Overlook.
It's part 2, man. It's just a sequel.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Yes,
So
sir.
we going crazy. We going
Hey,
crazy.
listen, I was just telling OG, I was telling Rob, right? I was like, celebrity boxing match, how we had your music, motion music. Was it motion music or
It was dripping.
It was dripping?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did dripping. We did dripping for the Black China and Alicia Megan fight. That shit was fire, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that shit was dope. Yeah, they really like that song. So
They really fuck with
Yeah,
that
it was a
shit.
rotation.
So, like, if you need him to pull up and you know what I mean, we'll pull up. Like, real shit. I ain't gonna
You already know.
I wax everybody, but I ain't gonna wax you, champ. You'll beat my ass for waxing you. Nah, real shit though. But yeah, back to what we was talking about, like in the aspect of boxing, like other than your pops, you said it was talking.
Actually, what made you go into bare knuckle?
Yeah, talk to that.
And then the more I seen it, I was like, oh, that's my type of shit right there.
That's some crazy shit, man.
Cause I come from street fighting, so
Okay.
that brought back me I can do that shit right there.
You fuck with Kimbo?
Hell yeah.
Is it
He's
safer?
a background legend, man.
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
Miami legend.
Yeah,
Facts.
Is it,
No.
it is it safer? Because I hear people like some people talk about the padding in the boxing, how that causes more pressure to the head versus the actual bare fist.
Yeah, cause of the cushion. You know, so when you crack nigga with the glove, that
Right.
cushion
It adds more
in the
pressure.
head, right? So when you get hit in the head, your
You feel
brain
that
is like
shit.
bopping
It's
back
moving
and
around,
forth.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's like
That's how
getting in
niggas
an
get
accident.
concussions and
Right,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah. I'm like 2 concussions away, like 2 bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I got into a bad accident back in 2016. Nigga, like I ain't gonna hold you. Like the passenger, her head hit my head hit the windshield, and like I caught a concussion. I literally like right after that accident, I opened the door and I threw up.
Yeah,
You feel
that's
me?
what happens.
So that's basically what happened. So that night, I actually had a show to go do. Cause I used to rap back then. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was right there in Hollywood, downtown Hollywood. But I ended up going to do the show. Still, head pounding. I just have a fucking migraine. I'm thinking I'm a G. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
got
fuck
a police report, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got a police report.
Get it
Might have
done
been 10
regardless.
yeah, I might have get this 10 bands on the back end. You feel me? Yeah, I woke up the next day, champ. I swear to God, my head felt like I got hit by a fucking Mack truck. You hear me? My body was aching, all that shit. Come to find out, I had a concussion. So it's like, even in that aspect, like, how do you avoid that shit? Like, when you're fighting, like, so what do you expect? Like, I know in the aspect of boxing, right? Are you more offensive or more defensive when it comes to that?
I'm like in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, because in boxing you have to be offensive and defensive all in one time. You know,
So
at the same time.
counterattacks is not your main forte.
Oh,
or
yeah,
like,
yeah. You know, like I said, it depends on the fighter I'm fighting.
okay.
Like once I get in there, I fill them out the first round if I have to. You know, because sometimes I don't even fill them out. I just go in.
You just go in.
Right.
Like, do you watch highlight videos of the motherfuckers or you just
If they
say,
got
fuck
them
that
on
shit?
them.
Yeah.
If they got
So you
videos,
study
I
the
watch it,
motherfuckers
see
before
what
you
they
watch.
bringing to the table. But like I said, if they don't, fuck it, I'm in there.
Nah, real shit. That's how you gotta be though. You gotta study the opponent. You feel me? Like other than that, like, I was just thinking, damn, what was some shit I was going? I was just about to ask you some shit.
So what I want to know is, because it's a different era of boxing from where your pops was. They fought more. Out of these fighters who are top now, who would you think would be at least someone that would prevail in that era that exists today? Like, how would Tyson do in that era? I don't really want to ask how Floyd would do because, like, I kind of know. I'm gonna be. I don't think he would last that long in that era fighting with the way he fights.
Yeah, not with that Philly shell either, man.
I don't think he'd last that long in that era. But who do you think from today would at least, you know,
Or give them for a run for their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's hard too, right there. Cause
Yeah.
I ain't gonna mention
Yeah, you
Floyd.
got a lot
'cause-
of young fighters right now.
Yeah,
man.
a lot of good fighters nowadays.
I
Sure.
think I feel like Shakur Stevenson. I think he's one of those caliber. Like he goes in to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like out of those top fighters that they have out that everybody glorifies to that level.
I think Terrence Crawford
Yes.
would
Terrence Crawford
do
is
good.
an
Yes.
animal, son.
He would do great back in the day.
Facts.
That's a fact.
That's facts.
And he's a switch hitter too, slick.
Yep.
He would have no issues back.
Would
in
you
the
go against Logan Paul?
day. Logan Paul? That's a tall
That's a
motherfucker,
bag,
man.
bro. Of course.
But
he
yeah,
would.
I would have to say yeah.
So what's up, man? Listen, yo, Logan Paul, nigga. Listen, we out here, you heard? My man Robert Duran Jr. said he gonna
Shit.
fuck you up.
Logan Paul,
Mayweather did it.
WWE.
Yeah, Logan Paul getting that
Shit.
WWE money.
It
man.
don't
He
even
ain't-
matter.
nah,
So
he
we
ain't
still
boxing
gonna put
right
that
now.
out there. They gonna see the shit on YouTube. We gonna rock out. When y'all need that bag, you need to holler at my man Robert Duran Jr.
The little brother's fighting Andrew Tate though. I think that's his first real fight.
How's that looking?
He's
man?
gonna lose.
Yes.
Who's that?
I think that's gonna be his
Jake
first
Paul?
loss.
No, Logan's Paul.
Logan
Paul,
Paul?
he gonna lose, bro.
To Andrew
Jake Paul
Tate.
gonna lose.
Yeah.
Oh
he
yeah,
gonna get his
yeah,
ass
yeah.
beat.
He better lose.
He gonna lose,
Shit.
bro.
So,
Fuck you, mean?
Listen,
he better
These
lose.
motherfuckers been having some luck.
Listen, he not. You
Because
not-
they picking their opponent.
Yeah,
Listen,
he's picking his fights every
That's
time.
true.
Andrew
This is
Tate got
true.
money.
Washed
He can't
up
pay that
people.
man off to take the fall.
And Andrew Tate's a world
That's what I'm saying.
champion
He can't.
kickboxer.
He can't pay that man to take the fall.
Look.
And he's in his prime too. He
Yeah.
gonna lose.
Same height, same weight.
So you
He
think
had-
it's gonna
he
be
has
the first
fighting
out for the Paul
experience.
brothers?
That fight going to the third round for views.
For views, okay.
That's
I
it.
get that.
It's going to the
I get
third round for views. Jake Paul getting knocked out in the third round.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
He talking that
He
shit.
going. He getting knocked out in the third round.
And if he don't knock him out, he'll beat him by unanimous decision.
telling you.
Facts.
If it go that distance, it's just for the views to keep
Yeah.
people locked in.
Right, champ, let me ask you. Besides boxing, what was your first knockout?
Before boxing?
Before boxing. I said what I said, nigga. You heard me.
Hold up.
Let's go back to that exact moment, champ.
High school days.
Let's talk about it. Like, what was it? Like, it was somebody that tried you on some shit.
I'll tell y'all a crazy
Yeah,
story.
let's talk about it. Listen, man.
My mom's is she's crazy. She's bugged out. So my mom had this thing with her, right? She always told me, I don't give a fuck what you do in school. Don't never come home crying to me that somebody was picking on you, stealing your shit, because I'm going to fuck you up. And at that time, I was scared of my mom. Shit, my mom was letting me go.
Anybody.
I'm like, so I said, fuck it, I could get away with murder in school. As long as I don't come home.
As long as I'm
you know what
crying
saying?
and shit, look, as long as I'm crying about killing the motherfucker, you hear
So
me?
there was this dude on the bus. There was this dude on the bus who was a lot bigger than me. And then the driver always threatened me, oh, you're always getting into fights. You get into a fight, I'm kicking you off the bus.
Right.
So I told my mom one day,
Not knowing you the underdog the whole time.
you know what I'm saying? I told my mom one day, and my mom's like, fuck that bitch. Wait till you come home tomorrow. So I came home tomorrow. The dude that was stealing my shit,
Yeah.
right? She's like, come here. Stop right there. You're not going nowhere. Which one's the kid? I'm like, damn, she really about to do this
Yeah,
shit.
you
man.
gonna have to fight this nigga right here.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's him in the back. She's like, you come here, get on. You can't do that, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna handle you next. That's my mom talking to the bus driver. I'm like, shit, it's about to be on.
That's that shit.
So my mom pulled him off the bus. She's like, fuck his ass up. If you lose, I'm beating the shit out of you. Right here in front of everybody. I took my book bag off. I'm like, I'm sorry, homie.
Yeah,
It's
I
over.
gotta do this. I gotta do this.
So I end up breaking son nose and all that. Told dude I was a little fat.
How old was you?
Bro, I had to be at least like 9.
Oh my
9 or 8, man.
Yeah.
Time to stand up.
Your first time seeing blood and shit.
I mean, I was fighting before, but this is, I had to get it in front of my
Nah,
mom.
facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
You
So
can't
I-
lose at that situation.
And you was stealing my shit, nigga. I'm fucking you up,
Nah,
nigga.
facts.
In front of the bus driver.
Nah, true story. That's crazy, man. Like,
So
I
then
love
the fucking bus driver ended up taking my mom's to court for that.
how that. I mean, that
She didn't do no time. She paid the fine. We was good.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's self-defense. At the end
Fucking
of the
dude
day,
was like,
pain
can we
side
be
type
friends
shit.
after this? I'm like, yeah.
Of
whatever.
course, nigga. I'd rather a nigga like you around my corner than a nigga. You know what I mean?
Yo, simpler
That-
times.
you
man.
feel me?
Simpler times.
Nah, real.
Because
Nah,
yo,
real
back then you
shit.
could really.
Back then you could fight. Nowadays,
Whenever
young
you
niggas
want.
be busting at everything, moving, fam. These niggas too scary. Like everybody have access to a gun nowadays.
Very
Niggas
mad,
so
niggas
like
is
$100.
emotional.
It's social
Not even
media.
that.
Remember,
Exactly.
back then we
Everybody
used to
got
just
access
have.
to a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like back then we used to just have status like you fight one dude in your neighborhood, he come back, y'all fight, y'all have y'all rubber, and that's
That's it.
done.
And that's that.
It's
that.
like y'all cool after that. But today it's like somebody posted on the gram. Now
Yeah.
you embarrass social media. Like it goes
Yeah.
so much further than it used to.
See, that's the thing.
That
That's
shit hit a vein right there.
yeah, real talk. Like real talk. That's the thing about ego. You feel me? The ego will mislead you every
Completely.
single time.
Completely.
Every single time. That's like going to a strip club and thinking a stripper wanna fuck you and know you
Negative.
only, nigga.
That's a
Like,
negative.
boy, you going out here spending $500 to be out here with a blue balls, nigga.
Go home
Mad
with
as
nothing.
fuck, nigga. mad as fuck. Don't even want to go to that club no more because that bitch worked there. Nigga, you gonna be mad as fuck. You feel me? So like that ego shit, that's why I tell niggas like I'm a selfless person. Like these niggas will tell you like when it comes to me, I take care of me first. And whatever my niggas got it need done for me, I'm gonna make sure I take care of it because at the end of the day, if you look at me in the aspect of being able to help you, I'm gonna help you. Because I don't want to not have that responsibility. Because I'd rather have that responsibility than not have no responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like, if you feel like I'm a leader or I'm the type of person that's going to help you get out of this situation, I'm going to make sure I fulfill that situation. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how I am personally. Like, that's why I try to tell my artists, like, at the end of the day, anything he got going on that he can't fulfill, nigga, I'm here for that. You feel me? Right. That's what we here for. We a fucking team.
Fucking uplift.
TG1MG, the fucking team. You hear me?
Yeah, facts.
That's just basically how it is. But other than that, like, my main thing is this: as far as like fighting and shit, like, would you want your son to fight and be a boxer growing up?
It is. It's on him. That's his decision.
You got kids?
I do.
You have a son?
I got. He's 11 now. About to be 12 next year. And then I got a 3-year-old. He run around the house fucking everything up.
As they should, nigga.
Like I wake up, he chase me, hit me.
That's it.
As he
What the
should.
fuck is you doing?
No, see, you can't expect the same child from every child. Like my daughter, she's wild. Like she say what she wanna say. She'll tell you exactly how she feel. You can't.
That's
hide
funny
that
because that's how my daughter is.
Like it is what it is. She's on the debate team, my nigga.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's on the like.
She got no choice but to talk back.
Alright, listen, you right. You feel me? Because all you practicing on me. You feel what I'm saying? Because the more you practice on me and you show like more punctual like rights than wrongs, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Fuck, all right, yeah, you won this shit. You
exactly.
My daughter just turned 6.
That's gonna give her the confidence.
She just turned 6. She closes every time we speak on the phone. All right, Daddy, you have a great day. Okay, I love you. Yeah, I love you too. I talk to you.
Yeah, she's the boss.
What you gotta go
She
do
runs the
at 6 years
conversation.
old?
Yeah, she runs the conversation.
My daughter's gonna be 16, and again, she's in high school, and she's just like me. She chilling. She ain't with all that.
Like yeah, like my nigga, you see how he is, bro. He been like this his whole life, bro. He'll just sit there and just vibe. Yeah. Like that's my dog.
She gonna read the room before she do anything. She gonna see.
True story.
I'm gonna slide back here. I can rock the show.
I'm the OG, so I got grandkids.
Oh, that's what's up.
11 grandkids.
This thing got 11 grandkids.
That's a blessing.
That's beautiful, yo.
I'm trying to get to that.
We gonna get there.
I'm gonna get. Yeah, I only got one son. I got a daughter. You feel me? Like I'm trying to get like at least 5 more, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. Feel
I
me?
got a 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
That still live in New York.
Okay.
And then she thinks she TikTok superstar.
Yeah.
Cause she sends me fucking back to back video. I'm like, yo, mama, I don't want to see that shit all the time.
Care about that.
Yeah, but you have to watch this new move because you're going to see it regardless. So here it is.
Yo, champ, let me ask you, right? In the aspect of being a boxer, I was watching Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing the other day. And one thing he said that actually fucked me up because, like, seeing him in the ring and hearing what he said as far as what happened before he got in the ring fucks me up because besides, regardless if he knew he was going to win or lose, he was always nervous. Like, always nervous. Like, when you get in the fights, do you get nervous or do you get excited? Like, knowing what you about to do, like, knowing you about to cram this nigga?
Right.
Or like, being nervous of not knowing what the fuck could possibly happen. Nah, it actually came out perfect.
Good.
Yeah, it came out perfect. Like, that's like the perfect fucking...
Sound like a thunder.
Like, you feel me? Like, that was the perfect fucking essence right there. But, like, how do you feel, like, before you get in the ring? Like, do you get nervous or do you get excited? Like,
No,
yeah, I'm about to just break this nigga jaw and get it over.
I get excited.
Yeah?
Because if I let myself get nervous, then I already lost the game mentally. You know, because if I'm nervous, I'm like, fuck, what is he going to do to me? What is he going to come out with? I'm already beating myself down.
Yeah.
So mentally, I can't allow that shit. So mentally, I tell myself I've been training. I've been in the gym. I've been sparring. All types of people.
Like, you ain't going to second guess yourself after
Not
all
at
the
all.
shit you've been through in the
Not
past
at
6
all.
weeks.
That's a big negative.
No,
I go in there excited. And I go in there confident. Like, you ain't beating me. You don't have enough. You don't have status to stand in that ring with me. That's just what it is.
I respect
It's either
that
me
shit.
or you. And I'm
When's your birthday? What's your sign?
Oh, I'm a Scorpio.
Big Scorpio energy,
October
nigga.
28th.
That's the fuck I'm talking about, nigga. November 2nd, nigga. That's the fuck I'm talking about. Big Scorpio energy, nigga. Happy belated Scorpio. Happy belated champ. Real shit, man. Like, real talk. Like, Be Clear the podcast, we here for you, my nigga. Whatever the fuck you need from
You
us.
already know this
promotion,
family,
like, anything you need, my nigga. Like, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Anything you need from any of us, bro, we got you.
You already know what time it is. We rocking, man.
Like, real shit. So, like, at the end of the day, like, with the nervousness, and it's like, your first fight. Your first professional fight. Who did you fight, and how did you go about that?
That's a good question, because my first fight was with another kid who was pro debuting. And he's a Cuban kid too, with an extensive amateur background.
Okay.
He had no footage on him, but I knew he had, fights under his belt. So the whole 4 rounds, he's moving and shit like that until I found the opening. I ended up knocking him out in the 4th round. I was a bit nervous this time because I'm like, shit, it's my pro debut. Yeah. It was at the Hard Rock in Hollywood.
Damn. I'm like, what year was this?
2018, yeah.
Okay,
March 23rd.
Say less.
So this dude was boxing. Like,
so you fought like what, 10, 12 fights within 2018? Like what,
right?
About 11, 12. There's one that didn't get recorded. I fought in London. They system is like, they got 2 different systems. They had a triple BOCC that they mark your fights on BoxRec, and then they had some other shit that wasn't registered with BoxRec. So you could have fought within 10 times. You don't get those fights on BoxRec.
It was just like purse fights.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, that's trash.
I tried to get that shit on my BoxRec. It was not happening.
You ever fought in Vegas?
I did.
Where is at the Caesar's Palace?
No, I fought at the Virgin's Hotel.
The Virgin's Hotel.
Man, one thing I wish I knew was get there a week or a week and a half before.
Why?
Because of the elevation.
It's different.
The elevation is
the
higher
is,
there.
Yeah.
So
I was just in Vegas. August 25th, champ. I was at the Bellagio. I stayed at the Bellagio and I stayed at the Conrad.
That shit is lit over there.
That shit is beautiful. It was 110 degrees out there though. I was fucking dying.
That's desert heat.
Yo, my nigga, my lips was getting chapped. You know how you be in the cold in New York? When it's like 10, 20 degrees, nigga, my lips is chapped just as much as it was in New York.
No, but that's because he's right, because the elevation, the same thing like Colorado. You're higher.
Yeah.
Elevation's higher.
I love it.
It's harder to breathe.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's how, man, that's the thing. Because before that fight and this one, I was only 9 and 1 loss. But that's another story we'll get to.
Now let's get to it. Talk that shit.
So those 3 losses, me coming up in my career, right, was difficult. Because I had no promoter, no managers. All these motherfuckers was trying to snake me, and I already went in with that mentality.
Mindset of don't trust nobody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And every time I got linked with somebody, I'm like, oh, he's trying to play me for some bread, or he trying to throw me in the lion's den for one of they fights.
Right.
So I'm not having that. So then I ended up beating an undefeated kid. I was 2-0, he was 3-0 at the time. I ended up beating him. Then they brought me back out 2.5 weeks later. But this dude was not even in my weight class. He fought at 168. That's super middleweight. So he's a lot bigger and a lot stronger.
Right.
He ended up making 148. I'm like, it is what it is. We gonna slug it out tomorrow night. So that was one of my first losses. Because he was a lot bigger, a lot heavier.
Okay, so when they drop weight that fast, don't they usually like gain it back that night?
They do. So this dude was in there. So imagine me. I gained. When I rehydrate, I'm like 10 pounds, 13 pounds. So I go from 147 weighing in to like 158, 159, 160.
Yeah.
This nigga was all the way up at 170, 175.
Let me ask you, champ. In the process of that, do y'all guys use diuretics, or how do you guys lose that weight within that time frame?
Shit, me, I use water pills.
Okay.
Between my diet.
It's all water based.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my body will try to keep all that water, retained.
Yeah, just
so I use the water pill to flush all that shit out.
Makes sense.
And
That's
then
crazy.
like the last 2-3 days before weigh-ins, I'll dry out. Like I'll go like on the last run.
So
I
you
won't
won't
eat or
drink
shit.
water?
So how do you? Yeah, I was about to say, how do you rehydrate before the fight?
Like as soon as I'm done weighing in on the scale, I have my Pedialyte or my coconut water.
Eat electrolytes and shit.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Throw that right back in before we go eat.
And no sex, none of that shit.
No sex.
Is that a stigma or
No, that's
what?
real shit. That's
That's
real, man.
Let's talk about that shit.
Unless you want to have the noodle legs when you fight, you don't want that.
For
Get
real?
the fuck out of here.
Have you done that before?
Nah, negative.
Never had
I
that.
sparred though like that. That was not a good time. I tell you that shit firsthand, sir.
Hey, yeah. Hold on.
I ain't never know that you could have sex.
Yo, you can't have sex prior to a
You
boxing
let
match,
out the
nigga.
testosterone in your body when you do
Now
that.
you're using your legs.
It's like semen retention.
You using your legs. It's like a leg workout. So you throwing the leg up, back, all types of shit.
Yeah.
And then when you go in the sparring in the morning, your legs is like
Noodles.
exactly. That shit, they ain't gonna hold you up.
And they ain't gonna take advantage of that shit.
Exactly.
That makes sense. So, like, before a fight, does your trainer ask you that type of question?
Not
or?
negative. I know better.
Yeah.
He'll remind me here and then, but it's like off.
You married, single?
Married, yeah.
How long you been married?
1 year, but I've been with Shorty for 4.
Okay.
So you can basically say 4 years.
Nah, son, I respect it, because I see y'all be at Volcano Bay and shit.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
be at University.
That's my heart, man.
Yeah, like I said, man, listen, anybody I
You have
fucking interview, I do their research like I'm the FBI, my nigga.
You got an Instagram, so I can
Yeah,
follow
he
you.
got an Instagram. Yeah,
Most
he got an
definitely.
Instagram. Yeah, Robert Duran, Jr.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Robert Duran Jr.
Robert Duran Jr.
Yep, on the
like,
Instagram.
Like he's official, son.
He's
Like,
official.
like son. Son's official, son. Like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Like I said, yo, whatever you need from me, Rob, you got, like, whatever you need from any of us.
Like I told you, man, when we first met over there, man, you know, we became family. You know, because I see through the bullshit. I know who's who and
Nah,
who's
facts.
not. So,
Nah,
you know,
facts.
we
You
here.
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need shit from you. I just need your energy. You
That's
feel
it.
me? That's it.
Good vibes.
I don't
That's
need
it.
none of that extra shit. You feel me? Even with this nigga, like, people used to laugh at us when he used to tell niggas, yo, he was my man, I was his manager and shit. They're like, damn, that nigga's a manager? All right, cool. All right, whatever you say, J-Boy. And then when we doing celebrity boxing, we on pay-per-view and
Everybody's
shit.
perspective
We doing all
changed.
types of shit. They're like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, how the
Making
fuck?
money and shit.
Hey, I got all this shit going on.
Yeah.
I got niggas asking me to be their managers. Niggas asking me, yo, how much is it to manage me on a month? Like, nah, nigga, I'm only working on him. Until I get him signed, I don't feel like my mission is accomplished.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Focus your center on
Yeah,
one person.
like, that's
yeah.
one person. I'm not going, because I got other distractions.
Exactly.
If I'm locked in with him in this situation and whole, like, nigga, I'm locked in with this nigga in situation and whole. Like, you feel me? That's like being with your girl. Like, you, out of the whole relationship, you want a marriage.
Now you got a studio to come to, so.
Exactly.
You feel me? Now you got a marriage. Like, you feel me? Like, I want him to be married to this motherfucking game. To where he could be like, yo, shit, nigga, shit, I got married for 1.5 million. You feel me? Like, that's my overall goal. You feel
All
what
the
I'm saying?
hard work, all that shit.
All
will
that
pay
shit,
off.
because at the end of the day, he didn't need me. All he needed is the network.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. A lot of niggas just need a network.
Shit, sometimes you need a good nigga with you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's my man's $100 grand. If he asked me right now, yo, man, I need to come up with $1,000, I'm gonna come up with 600.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
You
my,
know?
and he'll tell you that shit. I'm gonna come up with every time. That's my man's, you feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, if you really fuck with somebody, you wanna be genuine with them, you gotta show them that, you nigga, it's not about me, it's about you, and I see the bigger vision.
Mhm.
Like, with your situation, nigga, I see the bigger vision, bro. And you gonna be one of the greats.
Shit, we just trying to get up there.
Like,
you know?
no, you're
Oh,
going
that's
to,
it.
you're already up there, bro.
What's the
It's just a matter of time.
Right.
I don't see you not lacking.
Time is ticking.
what's the
We'll get there.
what's the dream fight?
Like I tell everybody, I ain't focused on no dream fight. I'm focused on the moment.
Right.
What's gonna get me closer to that dream fight. You know, if it takes me killing myself, not even busting my ass in the gym and knocking who the fuck ever's in my way to get to that level, then that's what it is.
Alright,
That's
I'm
it.
just, I'm just coming up bare knuckle. Is it more grappling involved, or is it just
Nah,
straight?
just
Nah, I
straight
think it's
fight.
straight hand.
Just
Yeah.
You can
Straight
clinch,
hands.
you can bang when you clinch.
Mm.
Like in boxing, when you clinch somebody, you can fight out of that.
Yeah.
But in bare knuckle, you can hold them behind that,
So
behind
there
the
you
neck
go.
and swing in there.
Bro,
So it's like a street fight.
When you
It's a
see them
full-blown
fights, them
street
dudes
fight.
be
True
hooked.
story.
So it's no
Uppercut,
gloves?
hook, up.
No
It's-
gloves.
it's
They just
crazy.
what they do
Padding
is
or something?
they wrap your hand up to here
Oh, okay.
and around your thumb, so all this is exposed.
Damn. It's like
So
a
you
real
can
fight,
crack
like-
somebody, bare
You
hand.
can really break somebody's shit, because at the end of the day,
Man.
you don't need the whole fucking
Not
knuckles.
at
All you
all.
need is half the knuckle.
That's it.
All you need is a straight shot going straight across.
And
That's
don't
one
even
thing I
gotta be
learned
strong.
about boxing, son. Like, you gotta go straight across. It's like, if you punch, on an angle, it's not gonna hit like it's supposed to hit.
You can hurt your wrist.
Yeah, exactly. But if you hit like at a straight fucking 45-degree angle, nigga, you gonna hit somebody's shit.
You gotta be able to really take a hit.
You gonna break some shit like every single time, bro.
I'm telling you, man, getting hit. If you can take a hit and bare knuckle flushly.
Where do you train at?
You gotta be some type of fucking superhero, man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You crack me in my shit.
Bob and weed.
I might be a boxer and all that, but you crack me in my shit flushly. I don't know what's going on. I might crip walk a little bit and be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, real
I'm
shit.
like, damn.
Nah, real shit. As far as the gang shit, you never wanted to get involved with the gang shit, the blood,
Oh,
the crib,
man.
the nietas,
See,
the Latinos,
that's
Latin
another
kings
chapter.
and all that shit. Cause I know you was up north for a little bit. And I'm pretty sure you was influenced by them niggas at some point.
That's another chapter in my life right there.
How old are you now, Rob? Let me.
I'm 34.
Okay, so I'm 36. All right, so you out of that whole.
I'll be 35.
Yeah,
Yeah, you out of that whole aspect.
I mean, I'm still in the loop with some, with some people I grew up with, OGs I still know.
My birthday is tomorrow.
You know, but I keep that
Oh,
shit
happy
on
birthday,
the
man.
back.
Your birthday
Happy
tomorrow?
birthday.
Nah, his birthday tomorrow.
Your birthday tomorrow, OG?
Yeah.
Happy birthdays, DJ Cool J Murray.
One time.
Yeah, you already know.
Murray.
Thank
Nah,
you. Thank you.
OG 25 though. That nigga stopped telling niggas his age after 25. OG 25. He the coolest nigga I know, I swear to God.
He chill,
Yo, bro.
man.
Yo, you would have thought this nigga was from Cali or some shit, yo. This nigga's so vibe, bro.
Actually, my sisters were born in Cali.
You feel me? Like, you see his energy? So he's like on some Nate
I was born
Dogg
here
shit.
for a lot of those.
Like, he's just,
Hell
yo,
yeah.
bro, I ain't never heard this nigga yell in my life. I knew this nigga for 20 years, bro. Nigga ain't
Just
never
chill.
yelled. He's just chill. He's like, listen, nephew, I need to talk to you about
Yeah,
something.
that's exactly him.
That's his vibe. That's
Like,
his,
listen, I just saw you fucked up.
like, yeah, that's yo. He will not yell about nothing. Like, yo, nephew, we gotta cut this shit short. We got 15 minutes. Like, real talk. Like, he'll never yell. Like, yo, nigga, we got 15 minutes left. Like, nah, nigga. Like, nah, that's just how he is. Like, his energy's just been like so cool, calm, collective. You feel
That's
me?
how I am, man.
Nah, and I love it and I respect it though. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, I've been, listen, that's how I am now.
Yeah.
Being, just.
I'm
just
still
vibe.
hype. I'm
Huh?
still a hype ass nigga, son. I
Nah,
try
I
not
had
to
to
be
leave-
hype.
I try to leave. I gotta leave that shit alone. Being hype, man.
Yeah?
That shit got me into so much shit back in the day, man. Being hype, cause your ego get involved.
Yeah.
You know, when you all hyping, your ego get involved, and then
Yeah,
anything
I
can
did
pop
my
off.
turn up days, you know. I done did the party days and the club days and the DJ, the small clubs, the big clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I done traveled and
Yeah, Unc be out there in
Yeah.
Beverly Hills and shit.
so
He be on Rodeo Drive
I
and
done-
shit,
I done
popping
been
tags and
DJ
Gucci
tour,
and
I've
LV
been
and
on
shit.
tour DJing, so it's life is life. You know, I got kids and grandkids and kids that I don't have to worry about. So it's like, why am I gonna sit back
Exactly,
and
yeah.
Nah, real shit.
Mhm.
Like that's one of the people actually like, you know how like you grow up and respect people based off of like who they are,
Exactly.
not based off of what they got, based off of who they are. Like he's
Mhm.
one of them people because like I've never seen this nigga ever stressed about anything. Like true story, like we done been through shit together. Like and he'll be
Yeah,
like,
I had a psychiatrist ask me. I sat with a psychiatrist once.
you have to though. As a black man,
And she's like,
as a black man, that's a stigma
she's
that
like,
we have. Like
you don't
we
seem
need,
like you get upset about anything. Like
Like,
what upsets you?
I wish
Like,
I was like that. Shit.
yo, bro. Yo, J-Boy, this nigga here is the most nonchalant nigga I've ever met in my fucking life, son.
when you do upset me, you don't really want to be around me. So
Yeah, they can tell. Yeah.
it's just one of those things. In life, you just gotta take life as it is. It is what it is. I mean,
Right.
what are you gonna change? What
You
can we
can't.
change?
Right.
Exactly.
We can all get together and try to change something, but who is actually gonna change it? Like,
See, the only thing you can change in life, I learned,
who's
Rob.
gonna change it? For
I
us?
agree. I
Um,
agree.
Life is going the way it is right now because they're making it. Why are you stressed about it?
Like,
One person definitely can do shit about
Like,
it. So
I can't
being
do shit
angry-
about it, bro. What do you want me to
Like,
do?
one thing I
that's
learned
the,
about
that's the way
life-
I go through life. Just
the only thing
live your life.
you can really change is how you react to shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Most
Yeah.
Right.
definitely.
Take
Like
care of
real shit.
yourself. Take care of your family.
Real shit.
Make sure you're okay. Make sure they're okay, and your friends okay. Who you care about.
Yeah.
Who you love. Life's okay. Man.
Life's good, man. Like, life is really good though, bro. It's just a matter of your perspective of life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause you could be having the worst life in your mind, and somebody will be envious of that shit.
Right.
Like, bro, I wish this nigga. I wish.
Not
This
even
nigga
knowing
don't even
what.
know the type of life he had.
For
Like,
real.
you know what I'm saying? So like, when I started hearing those type of verbiages from people that I fuck with,
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, man, how you doing all this shit? Like, yo, bro, I need you to help me with this. And I'm looking to myself like, bro, I'm struggling. Like,
For
I
real.
need help. Like, nigga, I need help. Y'all
I'm in
niggas
the
looking
same
at
boat
me
as
like,
you, man.
y'all
You know what I'm
niggas, y'all
saying?
niggas looking at me as inspiration. The only difference between me and y'all niggas is I take the effort to do the shit. Like, that's the only difference, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like, even in the effort, and even in the effort, you, like, even you yourself, like, you gotta understand, there's a lot of kids from boxers and legends that, or even like artists or
Mhm.
fucking producers that actually want to follow the footsteps of their
Of their
descendants and
pops.
shit. You
or
feel what I'm
mother,
saying?
depending.
Yeah, descendants, whether it be your grandfather, your
Mhm.
dad, your cousin, your
Right,
uncle,
right.
whatever. You want to follow in those footsteps, but it's like it's a matter of how much you believe in yourself in that aspect. And one thing about me, I didn't believe in myself for a lot of shit. That's why I feel like I never succeeded in it because a lot of things that I seen myself, like I took initiative in. People seen the overall goal, and I didn't see the overall goal because I just
Right.
took initiative because I'm like, yo, I can do this shit too. Like even in the aspect of this shit right here, this podcast shit. I know I can end up getting 1 million followers off this shit. I just gotta be consistent.
Right.
Just like any artist or any artist that drop one song, you be like, yeah, shit, I gained 1,000 followers from this shit. Are you gonna be sufficient or okay with 1,000 followers, or would you rather get 1 million followers, knowing that you got 1,000 followers off of nothing? And mind you, this is all off of nothing.
Mhm.
He'll tell you that shit. He'll tell you that shit. This nigga E right here next to you, nigga, I started with an Anchor app on my fucking phone, bro. Right or wrong, E?
Nigga, before that, but that's part of the journey. Yeah, you can pick up there.
We started off with an Anchor app, bro.
Anything works, exactly.
The Anchor app, I would sit home, no homo. I have a love seat at my crib. I have a long ass couch, and I have a love seat. The love seat has a little fucking sectional right here. You know, a little fucking headrest, the hand rest and shit. I put the phone between me and this nigga, and we would have a podcast between us.
Shit, where did me and Dizzy start?
You feel what I'm saying?
At my house.
At his house.
In a
Doing
back-
the same
in a
exact
back
shit.
room with a
With
couch.
2 cameras and a couch.
We call
With
it
2
the fucking
mics and a
couch,
couch.
man.
It's like you said, man. It's consistency, and you gotta put in the
Love
work,
it.
man.
You
No
get
matter
what I'm
what
saying?
you're
10
going
years
through.
ago.
So now it's not a matter of what you're dealing with at that exact moment. It's the reaction that you get from what you did from that moment. And that's really what drives me for the most part. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even in the aspect of, like, being a manager, like, I've never wanted to be a man. I never wanted to manage nobody.
It
But
just happened.
just for this nigga to believe in me enough, like, yo, man, I want you to be. This nigga randomly hit me up, bro. Like, real shit. I'm going to be honest with you,
He
bro.
obviously saw something in you.
This nigga was
Right,
like, yo,
yeah.
man, listen. We worked together. We chopped up about it, about the whole music shit, whatever. He had his vision, and I was like, yeah, nigga. Then one day I got high. I took a shroom. I was microdosing. I'm gonna be real with y'all niggas. He knows this shit. I done told this nigga. I done took a shroom. He got a song called Please Help Me. Mind you, this nigga from the South. Rob, this nigga took Jay-Z's Dead Presidents,
The instrumental.
the instrumental,
Yeah.
flipped the shit, and turned the shit into some pain music.
Okay.
Not no hustling shit, some pain music.
I gotta send it to him. I gotta hear it.
So I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That is.
Like, this shit was just different because me being from up north, if I hear any I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga about to spit some shit. He about to talk about how he's still about 20 kilos.
Yeah, for real.
You feel me?
Busted up 100
This
guns and all.
nigga's talking about pain. And I'm like, what
Some
the
rod wave shit.
Yes. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? The next day I went to work and I was like, yo,
I
J-
gotta hear your music, man.
and I was like, yo,
I
J
got
Boy,
you.
what is this? Nah, fuck that. Matter of fact, we about to play that shit. Yo, we about to take a quick commercial break. We're gonna leave in about another 20 minutes. BeClearThePodcast, MaineDollaz in the building. I Just Woke Up in the building. ES86 in the building. DJ Cool J in the building. Robert Duran in the building. I got my motherfucking artist in the background. DJ. I said DJ. J-Boy the motherfucking great in the building. We'll be right back, though. BeClearThePodcast. All right. Yo, we gotta play that Please Help Me, and then we gotta play that motherfucking motion music. Yo, stop playing with me, bro. I love this little nigga right here. You hear me? This nigga's yo, you and him, the same person. Humble as fuck, bro. Fully talented, but humble as fuck.
Cause I can't download shit on this.
Yo, you have an iPad, you have an iPhone, right?
I can airdrop it.
Airdrop that shit for me.
I don't have Please Help Me on airdrop. I got the other ones.
Whatever. It don't matter.
All right, I'm gonna sing you something right now.
Something. Make me feel good, goddamn. Play something. Fuck. Let's see. Hey, we got DJ Dizzy in the building, y'all. Yeah. Fuck you, mean it's my DJ. BFMG, Black Friday Music Group.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's going on, bro?
Hey, I've been trying to get this nigga to come here for so long, bro.
Oh, to the studio?
Yeah.
I'm here now, so we can run up.
You seen the front room already?
Yeah, I seen the studio. It's nice.
Yeah, that's the front room is where I work at the most.
You engineering there?
Yeah.
So what you doing tonight?
I was waiting on the client now, man. Young niggas, man. He bumped on me.
Okay.
But if you trying to run the session,
I'll run the session tonight.
All right, for sure.
Just let me know.
Shit, we gotta get some boot day though, bro.
It's whatever, bro. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. As far as
Boxing, like I said, I came from my other side now and shit.
rocking with the father, the father, but
Okay, tomorrow.
like you studied it, you know what you did wrong. Obviously, your name figure is right, but you know where you fucked up here. You fucked up there.
Is it harder? Huh? Is it harder because like you know you're involved, like people try to take advantage of you more in that sense, and they were like
So like I was saying earlier in my career, like dealing with promoters and matchmakers, you don't never know what they's intentions are with you.
the name off top.
Exactly. So they hear, oh shit, ching ching, cash money, ring off. So I don't know what you're trying to do with me. I'll automatically think you're trying to be negative about the situation. You
Hey,
only
my park, where it say no parking, I should be good, right?
You see me as a dollar
right next to
sign,
Maine,
come up
but it's
to me.
like a
So
building.
you just
It's
throw
right
me,
next to
you'll
the
tell
car.
me, you'll
It
sell
say
me
no
a
parking,
dream
like a
and throw
little
me in
sign.
there with whoever.
It's not the smoke.
And that fucks up my career.
No, yeah.
Show me, cause
Maine on the other side. Make
And
sure
then
they
to
have
answer
spots.
your question with my pops,
They
like,
right next door to that.
Yeah, he gonna check it.
Italian restaurant.
You overate before fights. You know what I'm saying? You didn't stay.
I ain't gonna be able to download that from that computer to play it.
I can't make the fights.
It's different than ain't even. I
I think I left it here. I didn't know it was
I
gonna
won
be.
86. You won 88.
I might have one.
You came after that. So
Try
you
this
got to
one.
go back and see.
One of them don't work.
That was like 80. The simulation, like 90, 81, something like that.
Let me know what's on
Yeah, early. I'm waiting for me. My father knows Tommy Hearns and shit like that, so I watched. I know a little bit, but if you were 88, yeah, so you came right back for the rematch. And you seen all that.
Shit, he came back. They rematched it like
Watch your
damn near
step.
2 months later.
Meeting
He was like 50, 60 pounds over there.
They bought a gang some shit, man.
Like imagine cutting all that shit off, you know.
What else? Gangster shit. What else?
But he was also known for like
You can play-
he was a big shit talker.
That's
So
what
yeah, so he gotta back it up no matter what.
He ran his mouth to Sugar Ray the
50
first
pounds, no matter what, he gotta back it up. So
whether he lost or not.
got a lot of
he
balls.
ran his mouth.
yeah, exactly. So
Shit, he still talks shit now. He's like damn near 70 something. Like, what you think about
About watching
Mayweather?
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's an old one. I
Send
don't.
that nigga to
That
the
ain't really
store.
not too tough out there.
For real, that's the same shit he be saying. I believe it. Nigga be doing my groceries, man. That's what he be saying.
I believe it.
People don't have a good character.
Right. Never. And he's fucking original, but he authentic with his music. Like, he don't do it for camera like that.
So because like I said before, he was fighting so much more. And he was from animal. Different animal. Different animal.
It's all right, baby.
Hey, put that shit up, man. Stop playing with me, man. Fuck you in. Fuck you in. That's my artist, man. Run that shit back. Run that shit back. Hold up. Back like QC in this bitch. This is my little baby right here. This is when I walked out of celebrity boxing. Yeah, that's what you walked out of, yeah.
That's a good answer for that.
But it's too legit. It's cool and bitch. Yo, champ, you can leave whenever you want. I'm not holding you.
We rocking here.
Alright, say that. You need anything?
You good, baby.
Sure. You want me to get some food?
Good, I'm
You
good.
sure?
I gotta go run it later anyway.
Alright,
Say you finna go run it all.
Alright, say that.
Not eat that damn pizza down there. Just killing me. I had a sandwich earlier and I'm like,
I'm ice cold, but it's
Feel the same.
I'll be sucking pizza better than how you hold.
damn pizza. That'd be the worst, but right there.
He just said he might be all night.
Who?
He gonna be here tonight. He might want to record some shit. I'll buy for this.
I'll pay for 2 hours, bro. I'll pay for 2 hours, bro.
You know, I got some shit on me.
I'll pay for 2 hours, bro.
Alright, we good.
Bro, you home.
Yeah, we good.
You live in Pembroke Pines, but you home, nigga.
Nah, we good.
Real shit.
You see motion music on there? That's the one.
Motion music or what was the last? What's the
Is
last
it one of these folders?
No, it should be on there.
What's the last video with y'all?
Late night. No,
Late
but I
night.
don't think it's on this flash drive.
Oh, you can't go to YouTube on there?
None of Serato.
You can actually take this song and put it on your laptop.
Yo, can I send it to you via
You do what now?
Can I airdrop it to you?
I don't think that's not Apple. That's
Can I airdrop it?
You know what I was saying? You can take that song, you can keep that song if you can drag it, drag that song. Yeah, drag that song.
You should see how these hoes busted open for this nigga, boy. This fat nigga right here, boy, he get all the hoes, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, this nigga all the hoes.
Play that shit at the street.
I go to the, yo, we gotta go to Club Pink with me one night. Like, nigga, yo, Rob, we go to Club Pink?
Yeah.
Yo, nigga, 2 weeks from now, let's go to Club Pink. Fuck it, let's go to Club Pink. Is he wanna do his album? When you wanna do your album release?
I'm still trying to figure out the date next month.
Figure it out. When we do his album release party, we're gonna do an album release party at Club Pink too. That shit gonna be crazy.
Yeah, let me know.
Like, niggas, that shit gonna go bananas, nigga. Him? You know how many bitches I fucked off and stuff in this nigga's face? Alright, you can play that in the background while we rock out. Alright, we back. Hey, my volume is not up. Hope I done pulled this motherfucker off. Alright, so we back in the building. MaineDollaz in the building. We got a special guest, Robert Duran Jr. in the building. I got DJ Dizzy just pulled up on us. Black Friday Music Group in the building. We got Justin in the building. We got J Boy the Great in the building. We got DJ Cool J in the building. He don't want me to say his last name no more. I got EST86 in the building. Yo, we got a whole motherfuckers in the building right now. But yo, we was going back to my man Rob, right? So Rob, like as far as like boxers that you've met in the past, like who was the most famous boxer that you met other than your pops?
I've met Jesse Vargas in Vegas. Iran Barkley. I met all the old heads, man.
Yo, you met Tyson?
I did.
Oh
In
my
Vegas.
God.
He was drunk off his ass though when I met him. You know what I'm saying? He had front row seats to the fights, but he wasn't paying attention to shit.
Word?
Yeah, he was out. He probably might have been on shrooms.
Yo,
or
was
something.
it Caesars?
No, at Virgin Hotel.
At Virgin Hotel?
Yeah,
Okay,
he was
that's
lit.
great. Oh, that was the same night you fought?
Same night.
And he was there?
He was there.
Oh, what year was this? 2018?
No, this was like 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
Dead ass? Oh my God.
Yeah, he was lit on that front row.
He probably was on them shrooms because you know him and Ali, they got this edibles coming out.
Probably was.
Him and Holyfield.
Him and Holyfield. Holyfield, yeah. Him and Holyfield. They got
I mean,
like
when he was talking,
got the
he was
edibles
slurring
coming
his
out.
words, so you know.
I believe it, fam. Like that's actually one of the people that inspired me to do this podcast shit, bro.
What's that?
The hot boxing with Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Like he was really like talking his truth as far as how he thought in the aspect of just being a boxer. Like outside looking in, you would think Mike Tyson was just a fearless ass pit bull minded like individual. Like nah, I was listening to one podcast. He was like, bro, even that night I fought Buster Douglas. He's like, I was scared for my fucking life that night, bro.
He did mention that too.
Like he said that shit. Like I was scared for my life because of his size and because that I think that I spoke too much about what I could do to him. Like you know what I'm saying? You know how you talk too much shit about something, and you can't cash the check that your ass can't cash. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't cash the check that your ass can't. That shit. Y'all know what the fuck. He wrote the check that his ass can't cash, and you know what I mean? He was negative $10,000 at that night. Like he knew what the fuck was going on. Like you feel what I'm saying? So like even in that aspect, that's why I asked you earlier. Like, do you ever get nervous as far as any fights that you've been into?
Not really. My pro debut,
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'm telling you, I'll be confident about the fight. But when the nervous system do, kick in, I use that.
It's like the flight or fight.
Right.
Okay.
That makes me just more alert. I'm like, I know I'm about to go in there. He probably want to knock me out. That's his mentality. So
It's killed, be killed.
Right. So I'm excited or I'm kind of nervous. I'm gonna use that nervous, to keep me on 5. On 10.
Right. So who do you plan on fighting next? Who's like?
Shit, I don't know. I told my manager, find somebody.
Who would you want to fight? Right now, as of right now, being in your skill level and knowing the shit that you could do to niggas, like, who do you think you're ready for right now?
Shit, I'm telling you, there's so many dudes out there. It don't matter who it is, man. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, I'm focused on me and building my career. These motherfuckers already got their shit built.
Are you allowed to bounce around, like from bare knuckle to?
Oh yeah. As long as I don't get hurt. Like if I get hurt in bare knuckle, there ain't no boxing.
Yeah.
Or the other way around.
Like even if you was to get beat up in a match, how long is the recovery process for any nigga?
It depends on how bad you get fucked up.
How severely you get fucked up.
Yeah.
Staying in this weight class, or you gonna jump around?
I'm gonna stay at 47 for a while, and then bump up to like 154.
How tall are you? Like 5'8"?
5'9". 5'9".
Alright, that makes sense. Cause I'm 5'11" and I'm for 142.
142?
Yeah, that's it.
Shit, you be at light welterweight. That's 140.
Yeah.
But you tall as shit for 140.
That's what I'm saying though, son. Like I need to get my hands up though. I ain't
got the
my
ill
left
reach.
hand is kind of like I got the ill reach, but my left hand is weak. I'm gonna be real. If I'm gonna get into a fight, I'm shooting. I'm sorry. I'm 36 years old.
They don't
got
want fight,
2
man.
kids.
There goes the moment.
I'm gonna bust. I'm busting some shit. And
They
you gonna
don't
feel
want
like
fight, man.
you gonna feel that pain, bitch. You hear me? I'm gonna be real with y'all boys. Like I'm not on that shit. My man, he practiced for the shit. Me, I'm a bust. Like after 2-3 punches, and after I start getting, I'm shooting. Yeah, I'm shooting. I'm gonna be real with you. So don't fuck with me. Don't mind me. I'm an old head. I don't bother nobody. I just do what I do. I'm just trying to take care of my kids, my family, my team. You feel me? That's just what I do.
Nah, I still believe in squaring up to some extent.
I get it, but listen, and my length of lung capacity right now, my nigga, I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't got time for that. My trigger finger will do a lot more justice than
you
my
go for
motherfucking
2-3 punches and then start shooting.
Nah,
That's
you
it.
feel me?
That's
like
it.
if I can't beat you up with them 2-3 punches, it's over. Like nigga, you might as well just run, like straight up.
We got 10 minutes, so
See, there you go, being a coach again.
let's
Let's wrap it up, you guys.
No, I was gonna say, ask him some more,
Some
important
prominent
questions. We on
questions.
iHeartRadio, so shout out to iHeartRadio.
Nah, straight up, shout out to iHeartRadio, shout out to
Deezer,
motherfucking non-life radio
Live
stations,
365,
Live 365, Deezer,
WLYF,
WLYF, Fire Studios, what else?
Forest Fires.
Yeah, Forest Fire
We
Studios.
got a lot, man. So,
You got a lot of sponsors right now, so we gotta shout everybody out. Shout out to TG1MG Promotions in the
LTD
building,
Studio.
you heard? You feel me? Shout out to motherfucking Black Friday Music in the building, you
So,
heard?
no plans to go to like MMA. You would never try to MMA.
Hell no, I don't be kicking the elbow, man. Fuck that.
What about the WWE?
Nigga ain't gonna slam me on my face.
What about the WWE?
I would do that.
Yo, let me ask you now.
Yeah.
Now, serious question though,
Hell yeah.
champ. Like, would you move your weight class up a little bit
I
You
would.
just said that.
for the right person,
No, not for the right person.
or you just do it?
When
just
it's
to do
time for me to move up, I'll move up to 154.
it? Yeah.
Like my plan is to win at least a title at 147.
Okay.
So I can claim that, and then move up to 154 and do the same shit.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So when by the time I end my career, I can literally say I'm a 2-division world champion.
Now, in the aspect of you getting ready for a fight, right? Do you like do you like box out everything else? Like you focus on what you need to focus on, or do you usually go through your day-to-day basis still, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like some boxers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll isolate themselves from everything that they
Right.
go through on a daily basis,
Mhm.
and they just go through what they go through, and then they fight that fight, and then they go
Right.
back to their regular
Do you
lifestyle.
kind of black out?
Do you black out, like, or
It's,
do
it's
you,
hard for me sometimes,
Yeah.
you know, because when I get into my training camps, I don't leave nowhere.
Mhm.
I'm home. So sometimes boxing, the only time I box out anything is when I'm at the actual gym. Because now I'm there and there's nothing distracting me. So when I'm home, that's when all the distractions come in. I try to stay focused, but shit.
So how do you block out that distraction while you're in the gym?
I just get there. I get in the root. I get in a rhythm. I get in my move. I throw the music on. I start warming up.
What do you listen to?
Like 90s.
You listen to any new artists? Like ESTG, 42 Doug.
I listen to Pooh
Sleazy
Shiesty.
Flow. Okay, I fuck with Pooh.
Who else? Key Glock. I listen to Key
You
Glock.
know, you gotta fuck with Key Glock. You
You
get
know.
money, you gotta fuck with Key Glock. Fuck you, man. Like, you gotta
That
fuck
Russian cream is my
with
joint.
that Russian cream, that shit. Nah, I fuck with that.
That's my shit.
Heavy.
Right there.
You
But yeah,
smoke?
but
You don't smoke it.
I
do
used
none
to
of
a
that
long
shit.
time ago.
So what do you do as far as like enjoying life? Like you get a high off life, or like what do you do?
I go on vacation. I try to spend time with the family, the kids. I drink my wine.
Nah,
I used to drink liquor, but I had to let that go because that shit was way heavy on me.
It does.
Especially
Talk about it.
like training.
Talk about it.
Like I would drink like back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When I started training, that shit is a
What
burden
used
on
to
my
drink,
body.
white or brown?
Henny Brown. Yeah, Hand Rock, baby. We here.
We here.
That's it. Used to be Paul Masson back in the day.
Of course, that's the
Paulie
the
D.
poor man's drink.
You know what I'm saying?
That either that or the Erkin jerk.
Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
The Erkin jerk.
Me and Jay too.
I was
the
poor.
classics.
I was poor at some point, so I had to drink the Erkin
That was
jerk.
the
You
Troy's
know?
drink.
Yeah.
Everybody had Troy.
Nah, but
Get that shit.
so when was the last time you had a drink?
Couple of months ago.
Yeah.
I let that shit go because I be waking up fucked up. I'm like, I don't want to feel like this, sluggish,
You get like that as
heavy,
you get older.
tired. I don't want to feel like
You
that.
don't want to
I'm
feel
gonna
like
be
that.
real with you. Like 10 years ago, when I had a fifth of Henny, I'd be right back up the next day bouncing. Like,
That's
yo,
a
what
fact.
we doing?
That's
Like,
how
what's
I
up?
was in
What
New
was
York,
good?
man. That shit was
Like,
water
what's
to
up?
me.
What we doing? Like, you feel me?
I stopped drinking years.
Like right now,
Years ago.
like right now, let me get a fifth of Henny in my system. I'm out till Sunday. Like, yo, nigga,
I got a bottle.
don't call my phone, don't text me, don't call me, none of that shit. It's over with.
Done.
Like, it's over with. Because my body takes so much longer to recoup than it was when I was in my 20s. I'm
Completely.
36.
Completely, yeah.
Like, that shit is sickening nowadays to me, fam.
Fucking, we used to run through bottles, just bottle after bottle. And then I went and did time. I did 3.5 years with nothing. So when I came home, it was like a starter again drinking.
So, did you have, like, spiritual awakenings while you was sober?
No, man, I just sat down and just reevaluated
everything.
life, whatever, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And a lot of OG was like, nah, man, you got something to look for. You know, you gonna get out soon. Everybody else is stuck here, you know, life, 15, 20 years, they ain't getting out anytime soon.
36 months is a lot, though, still.
Hell yeah.
For a nigga that's not used to just sitting down.
You know, 3.5 years, for me it was a lot. That's my first bid.
Somebody snitched on you, or how did
Now I
that
got
go?
caught with a hammer, man.
Yeah.
I was about to go put in some work on somebody, and God turned the tables on me that night.
You needed that, though.
It took me a long time to realize that too.
You needed that, though.
So, what advice would you give to somebody like the young and up and coming kids
10 years,
looking to
10 years old, younger than you.
that are looking to like pursue boxing, you know, in the future, like the ups and downs? What advice would you want to like just bestow upon them?
I would first tell them stay focused and stay in the gym, and then number two, make sure you have a good team around you. you know, that their best interest is you. You know, just like you are to him,
Right.
you're his best interest because
Right.
you're looking out for him.
Right.
As a young kid coming up in the fighting game, you need the same thing. Whether it's your coaches, your father, whoever, uncles, whatever. Because if not, they're gonna take advantage of you, man. It's a fucking dog-eat world over there in that boxing game.
What would you say to the 18-year-old you?
I slap myself and be like, this is what you should have been. I done got myself into so much shit back in the day, and that's without thinking, man. Because,
Now,
you know,
let me ask you, did you get in more trouble in Miami or in New York?
nah, New York.
Yeah.
Out here in Miami was.
Did you feel like you had more to prove in New York than in Miami, or?
Yeah, I did.
Because I felt that way too.
I did.
New
Most
York is
definitely.
an
I felt like-
ego-driven state.
Because
Yeah,
it's like,
you have to, man. You have to.
because it's like, there's somebody that's your age that's doing bigger than you. And you're like, yo, fuck that nigga. Yo, I want to do bigger than that. And you end up doing some dumb shit trying to surpass the nigga. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That was always my problem. Like, that's why I kind of got humbled at like 22, 23.
Nah, son. When I caught the train, I catch the train leaving from Florida to New York.
Mhm.
People mad nice. I'm like, oh, okay. I catch the train coming from New York. I'm on the train. I'm like, yo, I see why niggas say people from New York rude as fuck. I see why niggas say people from New York ain't got no
Yeah,
manners. Nigga,
yeah.
yo, fuck that. So I'm
Yo,
sitting where I
suck
want
my
to sit.
dick,
at.
Yeah,
nigga.
for real.
Yo,
Yo,
suck my
the
dick,
lady,
nigga.
the lady,
Yeah.
the lady like, she like,
Yeah.
young man, sit here, yo, suck my dick, bitch. I'ma sit where I want you, ho, yo.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
oh
how
my
that shit be.
gosh, bro.
Why
Like,
would you do that for? She's being nice to you.
son, I'm sitting there, I'm like, and they like, you, I'm like, yes, ma'am, thank you. They're like, oh, you definitely not from New York, yo.
Yeah,
I'm like,
for real.
That's how that shit be,
no more.
though.
I'm like, I ain't been there
That's
long
my
enough.
fuck out of here, man.
I
What you
went to New York twice and never experienced anything like crazy enough. Like,
Nah,
I
man.
went to Brooklyn, I went to Bronx.
See, the thing is, though, but you got that aura with you, though, fam. Like, you got a humble aura, though, Unc. Like, I'm gonna be real with you,
That,
Unc.
I mean, shit. That humbleness took years.
I'm telling you, son.
It took years.
Like,
It took work.
You remember I was taking pictures
I
at
know,
Madison Square
nigga,
Garden?
yo, this nigga been everywhere within the past 3 years, man. The pandemic, this nigga took every trip to every part of the U.S. that he wanted. I ain't gonna hold you from 2019 to right now. This nigga took every fucking trip. I'm like, damn, how this nigga doing all this shit?
Right.
Man,
But
Cali was
but
great.
been
Cali was like people like getting robbed and shit. I'm like, why didn't we experience this?
You
stuff
probably
when we
just
in
didn't
Cali?
tap
Like,
into
See,
like
no.
Well, no, that's
we
It's
didn't
in
have
our
to.
zone.
We didn't have to check in, and we would like.
Yeah.
We,
But see, you
Unc
gotta
is
understand too.
different.
It's like they say, like perception. You don't necessarily, and I'm not lowering you or anything. It's just you, like he said, you don't have those vibrations where
Yeah.
somebody gonna look at you and be like, I
You
need
don't have
everything
that.
off
You don't have that
Nobody's looking
egotistical
there like-
vibration.
You're
you
not
know what I'm
standing
saying?
there like
you're
I'm
just
better
like
than you.
you're
You
just
know,
like
it's
a neutral energy, like
Right.
like nigga, like why would you?
Like your
You got that.
energy
You
is
got
inviting.
that. Yeah, you got
So
that.
it's
Why
not
would
like-
you fuck with me?
Yeah,
Energy.
it's like-
You feel
Oh,
me?
it's
Like,
not
yo,
like
I'm
it's
not
not
even
like you
fuck with
gang
nobody.
banging. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Or
son.
like they know, oh, son is part of this.
When's the last
So,
time you been
yeah,
to
they not-
Cali though?
I've never been to Cali.
That
you
ass.
gotta go.
I
to
wanna
Cali.
go.
You been to Vegas though?
I've been to Vegas, but
You
never
should've
been to
been.
Cali.
You gotta go to.
You gotta go to
I
Cali.
got to, man.
I thought I'd never get there, but you gotta go. Santa Monica Bridge.
Yeah.
The pier.
The Bay and all that shit.
Yeah, I never been there either.
Yeah,
You
Cali's
gotta go to
different, son.
Hollywood Hills.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Cali's different.
The mansions.
That's the vibes out there.
I ain't
too.
gonna lie. Like even when I went to
Parties.
Vegas,
It's crazy.
Yeah,
even
most
though I went to
definitely.
Vegas, I had a 4-hour layover over there in Cali. I was at LAX for a
Oh,
little
yeah?
bit. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just walk around for a little bit.
Mm.
Even the energy was just different. It's like everybody's minding their fucking business. B.
Everybody got a text.
Everybody
a
got an
Tesla
agenda.
in Cali. Like
Yeah,
you
everybody
ride the
got an
highway and
agenda.
everybody's like smoking, laid back and like what the fuck is
Like
going
and
on?
the thing with Cali, even the mixed breeds out there,
Mm.
like the Asians and the blacks and the Mexicans and the blacks and the whites and the blacks, like they're all like cultured. Not they listen to Easy E, they listen to Nipsey and shit. Like you feel me? They're all
all the
cultured.
West Coast classics.
Yeah, they're all
legends,
cultured. They're all
love.
cultured. So it's
Pull
like
it out at 6 p.m.
yeah, you feel me? So at the end of the day, yo, Be Clear the podcast. Yo, Rob, man, give me your Instagram and all your social media handles so they can lock in with you. You heard?
So on Twitter, I'm at Duran Jr. 88. Instagram, Robert.Duran Jr. and Facebook, Robert Duran Jr. Man, it's been, this podcast here with all the homies, everybody here is love, it's family.
Thank you, bro.
You know?
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate you for having me, by the way.
No, I
Thank you.
appreciate you for pulling up and blessing us with your
Anytime.
motherfucking presence. You hear me?
Anytime.
Nah, for real though, like real talk. Listen, I'm gonna lock in with Kansas.
Kansas.
You need to let me know. I'll ride with you. I don't care if I gotta be in the trunk.
Oh yeah, as soon as I get confirmation, I'll shoot you
Like,
that
I don't
text.
care if I gotta be in the trunk, nigga. I'll be there. Like real shit. Like I'll be there. I weigh 145 pounds. I ain't listening. I'm lightweight. You can find me. We can pull up
He
anywhere.
ready to go.
Like, I'm ready to go. Like real shit. Though. I appreciate you for coming in. Be
Most
Clear
definitely.
Podcast. I got my man Justin in the building. Justin, give me an introduction to it.
Yo, man, I_just_woke up. I got Twitter. I'm just on IG.
Yo, EST.
Positive Overthinker Podcast, all platforms, and
Yo, J-Boy, we got.
So you have a podcast too?
Yeah, he got his own podcast. Positive. Hey,
If you need
we
a
got.
place to do that,
We
you
got to
already
talk
know.
about that right after that, huh? We already talked about that. Yo, J-Boy, come in real quick. Talk to these boys. Let them know how they can find you and all your Twitter handles, social media handles, and all that good shit.
Alright, bet. So yeah, man, I go by the name of J-Boy the Great. You can follow me on Instagram, J-Boy the Great. On Twitter, official J-Boy the Great. SoundCloud, J-Boy the Great. Official J-Boy the Great. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all of that good stuff. Y'all type in.
Yes, sir. TT1MG in the
Big ups to
motherfucking
iHeartRadio.
building.
The label, man.
That's
the
CEO.
MaineDollaz president.
I'm the presidente, bitch.
Big
You
ups to
heard?
iHeartRadio. That's
Yes, sir.
LYF.
Now
9
Life
Radio.
Radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to
Thank
DJ
y'all for
Dizzy
coming
in the
through, man.
building, man. Dizzy in the
Appreciate
cut,
y'all.
like a Band-Aid, you heard? Appreciate everybody for pulling up tonight. Yo, we gonna have a, yo, this is a great motherfucking situation right here. I ain't gonna hold you. Alright, I'm out. Alright, I'm out, you guys. Peace, peace, peace. Cool just cut me off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir.
Oh, official.
That shit was hot.
So far, this has been one of the best podcasts.
Come on, man.
Oh, for real,
Come
man.
on, I
Dead
told you,
serious.
man. Rob, I told you. I appreciate you, my G. Love, my G.
know,
Hey,
'cause
take a
every-
picture with all of us.
So you got the flash drive?
Hey, Dizzy.
I'm gonna give it.
Take a picture, Ricky.
Let's do it.
Take a picture of all of us.
TG1 label.
Yes, sir. Hey, turn that light on.
Yeah, hit the door. Yeah.